All right, I put the recording on for your prayer.
All right. Let us remember the Holy Presence of God and the Father, Son, and the Spirit. Amen. Lord God, thank you for a very restful and rejuvenating weekend. Help us come in this week with a lot of energy and help us learn those things. St. John Baptist,
Pray for us.
All
All right. Some of you had trouble in the graphing. Yes, sir.
What does it mean with all things? I missed it.
No fixed cost.
Okay.
So like your lease for your rent is up. That would be your fixed cost. So then you're in the long run. When your lease is expired and you're negotiating for a new lease. Okay. All right. So tonight you should finish chapter 14. The questions are due tomorrow. I'll do a review tomorrow night for the quiz. I did the reading today on chapter 13 and 14, and I did the practice quiz. I did a breakdown of chapter 13 and 14. That video's online. I'll also be here at 7:45 a.m. I always say you should do the practice. I really urge you to do the practice here. Yes, sir.
Oh, if we're going on the field trip tomorrow, do you want us to show you like after school the question?
No, you could probably just show it to me Wednesday. Okay. We're gonna do a graphing quiz on Friday again. We're just gonna have one graph side by side perfect competition. We'll do that tomorrow. I'll show you what it looks like. All right. A lot of people on the graphing. The reason that none of them will work. On the graphing quiz, the one that most people got wrong was the excise tax. Okay. And here, we're gonna I'd help you out by drawing the supply curve more up here. And because it makes producer surplus. People were not bringing this all the way down. And this is producer surplus, all right? It's from where that line hits to the old supply curve. All right, because this is what producers actually get, and that's above supply. That was the big, I would say, things were going, the things that, so it'll be the same three graphs and side by side perfect competition in the long run. Okay. And I'll put the perfect competition in the graphing, like the graphing quiz tile. Yeah. And by the way, the graphs were worse this time than the first time as a whole. That was shocking to you, huh? Okay. Because I think people thought they knew them. You got to just make sure, you got to graph them and make sure, and then check them against the actual graph to make sure they're right. All right. All right, here was the feedback. It was 8.5. People are confused on disconomies of scale versus economy. All right, first of all, it's a long run. It only can happen in the long run. Economies of scale is as I produce another unit, average total cost goes down. And the reason is specialization. Disconomies of scale is kind of the opposite. As I produce an additional unit, average total cost goes up. And that's a lot of time due to theft, mismanagement, things like that. All right, return to scale. That's about output. So that is, if I put another worker on, so if I increase the workers by 25%, if I get a greater return than 25%, it's increasing to scale. If I get 25%, it's constant. If I get less than 25%, it's decreasing. Then someone said they did not see the cow. Should they make a meeting with me? Yes. Okay. Then you got marginal cost and marginal revenue. Well, they asked, should I make a meeting with you? But I don't know who you are. Do you know what I mean? So I can't say, Christian, yes, you should make a meeting with me, because it's anonymous. All right, yes.
How does
Economies and economies is only number one,
Okay.
because there's no fixed resource.
Okay.
Alright, marginal cost is the change in total cost over the change in output, alright? But more importantly, I think is marginal cost is the cost of the additional. So if I have 4 pizzas and I'm making the 5th, the marginal cost is how much that 5th pizza costs. The marginal revenue is change in total revenue over change in output. But that's really what is the price I'm getting for that 5th pizza. And what I want to make sure of when I'm in business is that the price of that 5th pizza is more than the cost of it. Because I want to make money. So marginal revenue has to always be equal or greater than marginal cost. Okay, any questions on this? Okay. So every business, John, wants to maximize profit. Okay. And we might have done this in class, we might not have. But John, if the price is 10 in perfect competition, what's the marginal revenue?
The price is 10.
Yeah.
Marginal revenue would
In
be,
perfect competition.
I'd say, I can't find it on here, so I think it's 20.
Greg, do you know?
No.
Okay. Holt, do you know? Holt, I'm gonna give you a hint. The person who taught you this was Mr. Dark.
Oh,
Ah, a light bulb went off for John. Yeah.
I'm gonna just stick a lot of this, 110.
It's 10, because in perfect competition, marginal revenue equals demand equals average revenue equals price, Mr. Dog. Okay? All right, Greg, if the price is 10 and the additional unit, the marginal cost is 5, should you produce that unit?
yes.
Yeah, I'm giving you 10, it costs you 5. Greg, how about if it's 9?
Yes.
How about if it's 11? No, that's where we stop. Good job. So the profit maximizing rule is marginal revenue has to be equal or greater than marginal cost. You will not produce a unit when the marginal cost is greater than the marginal revenue.
Our prices, what customers pay? Or any costs?
It's what, how much, say the price is what you pay, the cost is what it costs me to produce that pizza. Okay. We looked at this the other day, right? Side by side. All right, but now I'm going to put some cost curves in here. There you go. That in your notes that I put in there for you or not? I mean, you could put it in. Just ask. I'm just asking. Teddy, looking at that graph, can you tell me, is that company making money, losing money, or breaking even?
Because it's above where the average total cost and the market cost intersect, are they making money?
They are making money. Okay. Now, who could tell me how I would find on this graph the quantity this firm should produce?
Would you go to where your marginal cost and demand intersect?
Because demand also equals what?
Disregard.
Right, so you really want where MC and MO. So you want where M, because the profit maximizer is marginal revenue equals marginal cost. So I would go there. And I go down, and that would be, say, 10. Now, Teddy said we were gonna make profit. So let's look. The total revenue is 7 times 10. So that's 70. If I take where marginal revenue equals marginal cost down to my average total cost. Now I want to find my total cost. Well, that has to be less than 10. I'll call it 6. 6 times 10. So my cost is 60, my revenue is 70. I am making money. So graphically, anytime the ATC is below the price, we are making money. I say drop it for profit. Drop the ATC and you're making money. So every time I could look at a graph like Teddy did and said, good, all right, I know it's profit. Yes, sir.
When it's something, what you get,
Say that again.
when the.
When anytime the ATC is below the price. Because then the total cost has to be lower than the total revenue. Now, for every graph we do in the markets, the first thing you look at is what MC plus its MO. And here it's demand because it's Mr. Dark. All right, you find that spot, and you go straight down, and that's your quantity. Okay. Let's do a couple of practice runs. Okay. Let's do output, total revenue, total cost, profit or loss. Aaron, just looking at it, is it a profit or a loss? You don't seem sure. Jacob, profit or loss? Just looking at it. Positively. You'd bet your $20 against my penny. That's how sure you are. You're right. Anytime the price is above the ATC, it's a profit. All right. So now, at least you got that one of those questions right. Go figure out the rest. I think that's it.
This one.
Yeah. So do you have an outline?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that you missed. Okay. I actually gave you the outline, right? Yes.
Are you asking, how much profit there is at the like profit maximizing?
Yes. Christian, what do you have for how much is total revenue? So you just went 7 times 9, right? So we got total 7 times 9, 63, that's our total revenue. Trev, what did you get the total cost here?
I did it.
Huh?
I didn't do total cost.
How come? You didn't know?
No.
Okay, all I do, Trev, I go to MC equals MR, I take it down to the ATC and across.
So 9 times 5.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's 5. Sometimes it's not clear.
I did 9.
All right. No. If you did the right thing, but it's hard to tell between 5 or 6. I don't care, as long as you understand. On a test, I think like the lines will be drawn, so you'll be able to see. But Trev, you were right. 9 times 5 is 45, and therefore we were making $18 in profit.
What is that like loose space?
That's the profit box.
Okay.
Right? All right, thank you for asking. If I take where MC equals MR down to the ATC and across, I get my profit box. Any questions on this?
How much is it? I mean,
None. MC equals MR down, always tells you. All right, Sam. Your friend is running this business. He's producing 5 units. He comes to you for advice. Should I produce more units, less units, or the same amount of units if I'm trying to maximize my profit? Okay. At 5, what's the marginal revenue? No, at 5, marginal revenue is it's what? 7. At 5, what is the marginal cost? All right. So if it's costing him 3 and people are paying him 7, should he make more or less? More. All right. Now, the reason I'm doing this with Sam is they ask this a lot. Anytime, look, here's the profit maximizer. If I'm over here, if I want to increase profits, I got to get there. Right? I got to produce more. Now, on the opposite end, if I said his friend was producing 11, I want to get to the profit maximizer, I want to produce less. Okay? Anytime marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost, we're going to produce more. Any questions on that? They love asking that question. Dan, you good? All right, let's try another one. You've got this, right? In your notes or no?
Yeah.
Greg, you're looking at this, profit or loss?
profit. Not loss.
Loss, right?
The ATC did 12, correct?
Correct. So I know I'm losing money. Now I just got to figure out how much. So this is a loss minimizer. It's the minimum loss you can have at this quantity.
Yes. I think-
Okay, that's fine.
Why would anyone, make something that's like total cost above demand, because if David is losing money? Like,
You think every business in the world makes money?
yes.
Huh?
That's a good point, yeah, no,
You think you're gonna make money?
you don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian, how much output you should be producing plus one?
Every output is always MC equals MR. Now, Trev, remember what I told you how to find the total cost before going down? Till you hit the 80s. You good stuff? There you go.
I like the first one, how much they should produce, does it not matter how much they produce?
Oh, no, it totally meant.
They're always-
But Jacob, would you rather lose $10 or 20? This is what we would call the loss minimizer. So all the time, MC equals MR is the magic number. So the first thing I do is I go to MC equals MR, I put the dot, I take my line down. Every time, every graph. Okay. All right, so Jacob, what is the total revenue?
It's 35.
35. Christian, what is the total cost? Okay, I'm gonna take this up, right? It hits the ATC there, I'm gonna take it across to 6, so that's 42. So I'm losing $7. And this is now my loss box. Now, Jacob, just because you asked this, let's go to 5. At 5, my total revenue would be 25, right?
Yeah.
My total loss would be 35, so I'd be losing 10. Okay? Okay. Yes, sir.
So what's the ideal output?
MC equals MR7.
Why wouldn't it be 8?
Let's look. Okay, at 8, it's total revenue's 40. I'm gonna say that's about 650, so it's 48.52. You'd be losing 12. What'd you lose at 7? 10. So you gotta realize, like, and look at it, so at 8, my marginal cost is greater than my marginal revenue. So I just made, say, another pizza that cost me 6 while I was getting 5. Okay. Good question. Thank you for asking.
Wait, so you would want to produce at 8?
No, no,
I don't understand.
you were losing more money.
How?
We just went through it. Your total revenue was 40, your total cost was 52. Okay, and here, Jacob, just look up for a second. At 8, here's your marginal cost, right? Let's just call that 6. Why sell something at 5 that's costing you 6?
Right,
Okay, so if you look at the curve, sometimes they could help you out. But always MR equals MC. There's very few always I say in this class. That is the profit maximizer. Okay, all right, good questions. Helps us flush it out. Okay, this is the one we just did. All right, now here is, did I give you a spot for the shutdown rule? All right, now. Here is the shutdown. A firm should continue to produce as long as the price is above the average variable cost. And I'm gonna show you that and talk to you about it in a second. All this is written down for you? Okay, when the price falls below ABC, then the firm should minimize its loss by shutting down. If the price is below ABC, what's happening is we're losing more than our fixed cost, and we might as well shut down and minimize our losses. Okay, and I think I'll have it, okay. Let me, is there a price? Yeah, there is. Anyone remember the area between the green and the blue? Right, this is average fixed cost. Think of it as rent. If I have a year lease and my lease isn't up, do I have to pay rent if I close my business? Yes. Okay. But let's look how this comes out. All right. Now, Teddy, if I stay in business, what is my total revenue? 35, right? 7 times 5, right? 35. Okay. So here, what is my public now? We did the wrong one. Our total revenue is 20. 4 times 5. So what is my total cost if I stay in business?
At 5 years,
Yep, at my profit minimizer,
35.
35. So this has me losing 15 if I stay in business, right? Correct? Now, if I shut down, all I'm responsible for is my fixed cost, right? The difference between here and here. So if I shut down, I only lose 10. So that's why if the price is below the ABC, I'm gonna shut down.
What happens if you go to the first intersect of the marginal cost?
So there you go.
Marginal
Like
cost-
here? Nah, you're gonna end up worse. Now. Say the price was here. Okay, and MC intersected here. I would stay in business even though I'm losing money, because look how much of the green box I'm covered. So here, even though I'm losing like $3, if I closed, I'd lose 10. So it'd be better to stay in business than to shut down. Right? So the shutdown rule is price below ABC. And I will tell you, anytime I saw an ABC on a graph, I'd be thinking about the shutdown rule, because they don't put them on every graph. Okay, and that's like just a test taking thing, but I'd be aware of it. So would we shut down at $4? We're below ABC?
We're good.
Yeah, it is. Here's ABC. We're shutting down. Okay. Here's the question, Ronan. How much are we going to produce? If they showed you this graph and they asked you, how many units are you going to produce? What would the answer be?
0.
0, because you're shutting down, right? All right, good job. All right, are we good on this? All right, then we're moving forward. Oh, we need a supply curve. Here we go. The MC is the supply curve above the ABC. The MC is the supply curve above the ABC. Nathaniel, why above the ABC? Why isn't it the whole MC curve? Oh, yes, you are. Nathaniel, what happens below the ABC? What we just talked about. We shut down. Are we going to supply anything if we shut down? No. So we're not supplying, so it's only above the ABC. And why did you lie to me, Nathaniel, and say you didn't know when you did? Come on. Yeah. Well, next time say I need to think about it more. All right. So the supply curve is the MC above the ABC. Now, John, do you think they're going to try to trick you on a test and ask you for the supply curve and like say A, B, C, D and try to get, yeah, but you're not going to fall for it. No. That's not here, sorry. So he might fall. Now also, just to show you, it's like a supply curve. As price goes up, quantity supply increases. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get a little tricky. So, we got an excise tax on this firm. How am I going to show it?
Shift the MC1 supply to the left.
Okay, I'm going to shift the MC left. So is that all I got to do?
I mean, you'd have to graph the like producer and consumer surplus. I don't know how.
No. Just look what's here. Just what's here. Do I have to do anything else? Do I have to do anything with the ABC?
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Okay, if my marginal cost per unit is going up, is my average variable cost going to go up?
Yes.
I gotta put the ABC up. Now, so since you're doing such a great job, if my average variable cost is going up, will my average total cost go up?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to shift them up. So, good job there. So I'm gonna shift supply to the left and average variable cost up. And average, I didn't put ATC, but that would go up too. All right, I'm gonna put the same thing. And now, my new quantity is where this MC curve intersects with Mr. Dahl. Well, what's the next slide gonna be like, you think? This one was a tax. What do you think the next one would be? Yeah, oh, you're always a slide ahead of me. Trying to trick you, buddy, but I can't. All right, Hope. So what are we gonna do with this subsidy? Is that it? You got the MC right. What else do you have to do? You're right.
ABC goes like
Down. Yeah, you got it. Good job. Okay. And then average total cost would have went down too. Okay. So we're going to just treat the MC like a supply curve. Yes, sir.
This is kind of unrelated, but could a subsidy also be like a tax exempt? Is that an example of a subsidy?
Yeah, but it's usually giving them money. But yeah. All right, Cross, you ready? All right. Cross, if fixed cost, say rent increases. This marginal cost could have changed. Does a fixed cost have anything to do with quantity sold? So then it's not gonna affect marginal cost. Okay, so marginal cost is gonna stay the same. All right, guys, just wait a second before you pack up. What is gonna change though a fixed cost increase? Huh? Yeah, which way?
For now.
Is it gonna go down? Are we gonna make more money?
Oh, cool.
Up, okay, all right, good note 10 done. All right, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. If you're on the trip, have a good time, but watch the video.